Hello dear students, welcome to Infinity Learn. This is Dr. Priyanka and today we are going to discuss the previous year questions from the chapter Evolution. Class 12th का chapter है ये और बहुत ही important chapter है. Around 3 questions you will get from here. Okay, so hope you all are ready for today's class, and before starting today's class I will be giving you some very important information. फटाफट आ जाओ मेरे साथ में और देखते हैं क्या है वो important information. Let's see. So dear students, क्या करना है आपको? Listen carefully. You will have to go through the description box, right? Like this when you are seeing the video. So here you will see the description box. This is known as description box. Okay. So in this description box, click and go to more, right? And here you can see the description about the session that you are watching, right? And also when you will scroll down, you will see there are so many important links, right? पहले भी मैंने बताया था that join our Telegram channel through this link. Okay, so you can join our Telegram channel through this link. Here you can see join our Telegram channel. Then you can see the links of our YouTube channel, right? And you can see the link of our playlist. So everything you will get there. Now what I wanted you to check is this started package. Okay, so my dear students, there is a good news for you. When you will go to this page, you will see that we are providing you a very important package in just rupees 499. 70% discount पे ये package मिल रहा है आपको. You can join our course here where you will get 3 CBSE mock tests, 400 plus self-learn videos, 30 plus self-learn e-lessons, 2000 plus adaptive practice questions and doubt resolution. So this is going to be very helpful for you for your preparation. This 499 package will be valid for around 1 month. Okay, so फटाफट जाओ description box में and enroll करो इस package को. Okay, बहुत सारे important आप देख रहे हो कितने सारे courses आपको मिल रहे हैं, free mock test मिल रहे हैं, videos मिल रहे हैं, doubt resolution भी हो रहा है. Please join this package. Okay, फिर नहीं मिलेगा मौका. And how you can join this? See, here you can see if you are studying for JEE, you can click on JEE and then you can buy this package. If you are preparing for NEET, okay, if you are preparing for NEET, if you are in class 11th or 12th or 13th, you can select and you can enroll accordingly. Okay, and also for other standards like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th also you can buy this package. Okay students, how you are going to enroll? Here, put your first name, last name, email ID, your course, your grade and your mobile number and submit. Okay, easy. फटाफट से enroll कर लो, ऐसा मौका फिर से नहीं मिलेगा आप सभी को, right? So hope you all are ready for today's class. Ready everyone? क्या डिस्कस करने वाले थे हम लोग? डेली हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम ऑल द टॉपिक्स. 11th एंड 12th दोनों ही के जो टॉपिक्स है वो हम कवर कर रहे हैं. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू कवर इवोल्यूशन. रेडी विथ मी? लेट्स स्टार्ट. लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एंड बिफोर दैट, don't forget to subscribe our Infinity Learn NEET channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. Okay, and also you can join our Infinity Learn Master Class. You can join if you are preparing for NEET, where you will get master classes, test series, free mock test and previous year questions. मैंने बताया कैसे register कर सकते हो आप by going into the description box. Okay, now first question of evolution on your screen. Let's study. Genetic drift operates in, very important question. This question was asked in NEET 2016. Okay, 2016 में पूछा गया. ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा important question है. Small isolated population, large isolated population, non-reproductive population और slow reproductive population. जेनेटिक ड्रिफ्ट पूछा है, एंड व्हाट इज अ जेनेटिक ड्रिफ्ट पहले तो हम ये समझते हैं, देन वी विल कम टू द कंक्लूजन. सो व्हाट इज जेनेटिक ड्रिफ्ट? इट इज रैंडम एंड सडन चेंज in the allele frequency. ओके, ड्रिफ्ट से ही समझ में आ रहा है बच्चों? यस अंकल, अंकल इज सेइंग ए. वेरी गुड. देखते हैं क्या होगा करेक्ट ऑप्शन. राइट, सो whenever there is a sudden change in the allele frequency and this sudden change can be due to any natural calamities. एक एरिया में, एक फॉरेस्टेड एरिया में, if there are several organisms living, they will have genes, they will have alleles, they will have a particular allele frequency, but because of any natural calamity, say a fire, most of the individuals will die and some organisms will be left, right? So their alleles, the number of their alleles or their frequency will increase, right? So that is known as genetic drift, which is the random and sudden change in the allele frequency. It may be due to any natural calamity, and this is valid for a small isolated population. Very good uncle, very nice. Correct option was A, right? Whenever the population is small, the changes will be more evident, right? Small population में कुछ भी change होता है allele frequency में, तो it will make a difference, right? So the correct option for this question is A. Very good. Now let's move on to our next question. Next question पे आते हैं. Can you see here? Before moving on to the next question, can you see here genetic drift? Here you can see there is combination of blue colored and red color bugs. Okay, and this is your natural calamity. Fine, because of which the frequency will change. Can you see here? Earlier there were equal numbers of red and blue bugs, but now the frequency of red color bug has increased. So this is what is genetic drift. Hope you have understood. Now next question. In Hardy-Weinberg equation, the frequency of heterozygous individuals is represented by. So they are talking about Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Let's see what is the equation of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. P square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. Now this is our equation of Hardy-Weinberg principle, right? Now the p square here, what is this p square here? P square is showing us the frequency of homozygous dominant individual. So this is frequency of homozygous dominant individuals. Okay, this 2pq is showing us the frequency of heterozygous individuals. Heterozygous individuals, and q square will give us frequency of homozygous recessive individuals. So write it down, it is homozygous recessive individuals. Okay, so in question what is asked? In question it is asked that you are going to tell me the frequency of heterozygous individual. तो क्या होगा frequency of heterozygous individual? अभी हमने देखा it will be 2pq, that is 2pq, that is option number B. This question was asked in NEET 2016. Very good uncle, very nice. B was the correct option. Now let's move on to our next question. The chronological order of human evolution from early to the recent is. 4 ऑप्शन है आप सभी के पास में. Australopithecus, Ramapithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus. Then yes, यही है अलग अलग ऑप्शन में. नीट 2016 का क्वेश्चन है. आपको बताना है करेक्ट सीक्वेंस, राइट? तो करेक्ट सीक्वेंस विल बी Dryopithecus or Ramapithecus, then Australopithecus, then Homo habilis, then Homo erectus. Okay, so the correct option here will be this one, B. Very good, uncle. B will be the correct option. Ramapithecus, जो fossil था, that was more man-like. Remember, Dryopithecus was more ape-like. Ramapithecus was more man-like, right? Important for NEET point of view. Australopithecus, then came Australopithecus. After that, Homo habilis, which are also known as handyman. Homo habilis is also known as handyman because they were very skilled in making tools. Okay. Then comes Homo erectus. Homo erectus included Java ape man and Peking man. Okay, so correct sequence will be Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Correct option was B. Let's move on to our next question. Which of the following is the correct sequence of events in the origin of life? So we have formation of protobions, synthesis of organic monomer, synthesis of organic polymer, formation of DNA based genetic system. Obviously first of all there will be synthesis of monomer बनेगा, फिर उसके बाद polymer बनेगा. So one will be this will be second, and then there will be formation of protobions. Now what are protobions? Let's see. क्या होता है protobions? Protobions. Okay, so this is the most primitive cell. Right? Now most primitive cell included coacervates and microspheres. Okay, these structures were formed before the formation of cells, right? So coacervates and microspheres are known as protobions. Fine. Now coacervates have single layer, used to have single layer, and microspheres were having double layer. And coacervates were aggregates of lipids and microspheres were aggregate of proteinoids, right? Remember that. So they are talking about protobions. After that, there was formation of DNA based genetic system. So the correct sequence will be 2, then 3, then 1, 2, 3, 1 and then 4. So C will be the correct answer, right? Understood everyone? The correct sequence, this question was asked in 2016. Chaliye. Next question on your screen. So all these questions that we are discussing is very important, not only for those students who are appearing for NEET 22, they are important for students appearing for 23, 24 as well. Okay? तो चलिए देखते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है हमारे स्क्रीन पे. Which of the following structures is homologous to the wings of bird? First, let's understand what is homologous structure. Homologous. Homo means same, logos means structure. What is homologous? Homologous organs will have same structure as the name suggests, but they will have different function. And बहुत बार ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है बच्चों नीट में, बहुत बार. Homologous structures, analogous structures, convergent evolution, divergent evolution बहुत बार पूछा गया है नीट में. ठीक है, बहुत ध्यान से समझेंगे हम. So they are talking about homologous to the wings of bird. मतलब स्ट्रक्चर सेम होना चाहिए बट फंक्शन डिफरेंट होना चाहिए. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. Hind limbs of rabbit, flippers of whale, dorsal fin of a shark and wings of a moth. Okay, now wings of bird helps them to fly. Now flippers of whale will help them to swim. So, flipper of whale will help them to swim. The structure will be same but the function will be different. Why not A? I'll tell you. Why not A? Hind limb of rabbit. They are talking about hind limb beta, not forelimb. Wings of bird, forelimb is modified, right? Forelimb. A option में तो लिखा है कि hind limb of rabbit. So this is different. Correct option is B. Flippers of whale. Both forelimb having different, same structure but different function. Okay? Understood, uncle? Fine? चलो. Next question पे आते हैं. Analogous structure are result of. Analogous आ गया? Analogous क्या होता है देखते हैं. Ana means different and logos means structure. Logos means structure. So whenever there is different structure but same function, समझो, different structure but same function. So this is example of convergent evolution. Structure different था but because of requirement function same हो गया. So this is the example of convergent evolution. So your correct option will be D. Right, uncle? Everyone? So the correct option here was D. Chalo. Next question. Following are the two statements regarding the origin of life. The earliest organisms that appeared on the earth were non-green and presumably anaerobes. This is right. जो सबसे पहले organism originate हुआ, develop हुआ, they were non-green and they were anaerobes. Yes. Right? The first autotrophic organism were the chemoautotrophs that used to synthesize their food without using carbon dioxide, or unlike today's organisms, right? And they never released oxygen. They used to utilize chemicals to synthesize their food and they were not releasing oxygen. This is also true. Now they are asking what is the correct statement. दोनों ही correct है क्या? Yes. Both are correct. सबसे पहले जो organism develop हुए, they were anaerobes and they were non-green cyanobacteria, and similarly autotrophic organisms that developed, they were chemoautotrophs first and they were not releasing oxygen. Very good. H2S. Yes. So they were chemoautotrophs. So instead of carbon dioxide, they were using H2S. Next question. The wings of bird and the wings of an insect are. See, wings. Both are used for flying. That means function is same, but again structure is different. So they are analogous organ. And analogous organ represent, I told you, convergent evolution. Just now we have discussed that analogous organ will show convergent evolution, different structure but same function. Okay? Chalo. Industrial melanism is an example of. Let's understand what is industrial melanism. There was a peppered moth. Before industrialization, there was a peppered moth. क्या नाम था peppered moth का? Biston betullaria. Biston betullaria was our peppered moth. Okay, now this peppered moth was present before industrialization. Now remember what happened before industrialization, when industrialization was not there. क्या हुआ? There were lichens. You know now lichens are very sensitive to SO2, sulfur dioxide. So before industrialization, your air was clear of SO2. So they used to flourish. Now these lichens are light in color, right? And these lichens used to grow on the bark of trees. And when they used to grow on the bark of trees, whenever this peppered moth, which was light in color, used to sit on these barks, they were not visible to the predators. No. Okay. So let's see. Yes. So what happened before industrialization? Before industrialization, light colored moth increased in number. Why? Because of presence of lichens on bark of trees, right? But what happened after industrialization? All the lichens, they die. How? Why they died? Because of increase in the concentration of SO2 in the atmospheric air. So SO2 concentration, when it was increasing, there were no lichens on the bark of the trees. Instead, the tree barks were deposited with soot, black in color, right? So after industrialization, what happened? After industrialization, what happened? The dark colored moth increased in number. Okay. Why? Because if the bark is dark and light color moth is sitting on it, it will be very much visible to the predators. Right. So what happened? The dark colored moth increases in number because of deposition of soot. Because of deposition of soot on bark of trees. Okay, please note it down, very important information, and this is an example of natural selection, dear students. This is an example of natural selection. So nature has selected initially the dark light colored moth, and then after industrialization, nature has selected the dark colored moth. Okay, so this is an example of natural selection, and all the examples of natural selections are important for NEET. याद रखना है आप सभी को, ठीक है? Correct option was D. Next question related to Hardy-Weinberg principle again. A population will not exist in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. What is Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? It states that allele frequency will remain constant generation after generation. Okay, if there is no mutation, if there is no gene flow, no genetic drift, and there is random mating, so they are asking कि Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will not be true for any population if there is no migration, population is large, individuals mate selectively. Correct option will be individuals mate selectively, because according to Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, this equilibrium will be valid if the population will show random mating. If the individuals of the population will show random mating, then only this Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will be valid. Okay, समझ गए? So the correct option for this question will be C. चलो, next question. Which is the most common mechanism of genetic variation in the population of a sexually reproducing organism? Variation is there. Variation is there. Yes. And the most common cause of variation is recombination. Is recombination that takes place at the time of meiosis. So recombination will be there at the time of meiosis, because of which most of the variation that we are seeing is there. Okay, you don't like 100% similar to your parents. No, there are variations. right? And the most common cause is recombination. Next, then you will have genetic drift and other chromosomal aberrations. These are the next factors. Gene migration, right? But the most common is recombination. Chalo, next question. Which of the following had the smallest brain capacity? Very important question. You should know the cranial capacities of all the fossils of man. So let's see. Homo neanderthalensis will have a cranial capacity of 1400 cc. बहुत ही important point है, which is repeatedly asked in NEET. This is a NEET bomber question. Note it down. 1400 cranial capacity of Neanderthal man. Homo habilis, which is also known as handy man. Okay. So Homo habilis will have the cranial capacity of 650 to 800 cc. Note it down, very important. 650 to 800 cc जो यहाँ पर सबसे कम होगा. Now next is Homo erectus will have a cranial capacity of around 900 cc and Homo sapiens around 1350 cc. Fine. तो सबसे कम किसका हो गया? You only tell me. Least will be of Homo habilis, which is around 650 to 800 cc. Okay, बच्चों. Correct option for this question will be B. Very good, uncle. Next question. थोड़ा बहुत कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा बायो में. Let's understand how. In a population of 1000 individuals, 360 belongs to a genotype AA, capital A, capital A. 482 capital A small a and the remaining 162 small a small a. Based on this data, the frequency of allele A in the population is capital A, they are asking. So we know that A square is which is also known as P square is how much? Here it is given, it is 360. Okay. If we want to know about the frequency of one individual A, then how we will figure it out? 360 like this, right? Now A will be around 0.6 and this is according to the Hardy-Weinberg principle that states that P square plus 2PQ plus Q square is equal to 1. Right? So P square plus 2PQ is equal to 1. This is the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. We are already given the data. So A square or P square is equal to 360. A will be underscore 360, that is 0.6. So the correct option for this question will be C. Okay, understood? So very simple calculation is there. Not like physics. Okay. Chalo, which one of the following are analogous structure? Which one of the following are analogous structure? Again, same question related to analogous, homologous organ. Analogous, different structure but same function. Okay, so different structure and same function. Wings of bat and wings of pigeon. Gills of prawns and lungs of man. Thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita. Flippers of dolphin and legs of horse. Fine. Now correct option will be gills of prawn and lungs of man. Totally different structure, B. Totally different structure, B. But both of them helps in respiration and A as well. So I think correct option will be A and B both. Yes, correct option will be A and B both. Because when we are talking about wings of bat and wings of pigeon, both the wings are helping to fly and the structure is different. Similarly, when we are talking about gills of prawn and lungs of man, structures are different but they are helping in both exchange of gases. So correct option will be both A and B. Okay? Chalo. According to Darwin, the organic evolution is due to competition within closely related species, reduced feeding efficiency in one species due to the presence of interfering species, intra-specific competition and inter-specific competition. Intra-specific competition means competition within the individuals of the same species, intra. Inter-specific competition means competition between the individuals of different species. According to Darwin, there was competition between the individuals of the same species for the resources, right? And that was the determining factor of the natural selection or survival of the fittest. So the correct option should be C. Intra-specific competition, according to Darwin they are asking. So it was about intra-specific competition, that is competition between the individuals of the same species. Fine? Chalo. Next. Variation in gene frequencies within population can occur by chance rather than by natural selection. This is referred to as. जब हमने session start किया था, we have heard about genetic drift. This is the sudden, random, by chance change in the allele frequency, maybe because of any natural calamity. Okay, so this is known as genetic drift. This is known as genetic drift, right? Now this is the change or variation in the gene frequency which is by chance, which is sudden, which is random, cannot be predicted. Okay. Next question. The process by which organisms with different evolutionary history will evolve similar phenotypic adaptations in response to a common environmental challenge. Okay, structure is different or their evolutionary history is different, but they are evolving the same adaptations because of the same environmental conditions. D. So this is what? This is convergent evolution. Very good. This is convergent evolution. इसका उल्टा होगा adaptive radiation. If they are evolving or they are adapted differently because of different environmental condition, then it would have been adaptive radiation. But here the answer will be convergent evolution. Very simple. Next. Eye of octopus and eye of cat. Eyes helps in vision. Eye will help in vision. Okay, but the structure is different. Let's understand the question. So eye of octopus and eye of cat show different patterns of structure, yet they perform the similar function. So again, two different structure performing the similar function. They are known as analogous organ that have evolved due to convergent evolution. Correct option will be A. Very good, uncle. Correct option will be A. Fine. See how simple the questions are. Just you need to understand the concept, right? Random unidirectional change in the allele frequencies that occurs by chance in all population and especially in a small population. Yeah. Okay. Question related to first question. Again, it is genetic drift. Right. Now see, this question was asked in Karnataka NEET 2013. Okay. So any variation by chance, randomly, and which is limited to a small population. Obviously, any change will be more evident in a smaller population rather than a large population, right? So correct option here was genetic drift. Now, genetic variation in a population arises due to, what are the chances of genetic variations? There are so many. Recombination only, mutation as well as recombination, reproductive isolation and selection, and mutation only. So what are the causes of variations? There are many causes. Only recombination will not do. Only mutation will not do. Correct option is mutation as well as recombination, right? Next, dinosaur dominated. I hope everybody knows the answer. Hi Ganeshwar. So, dinosaur dominated the world in which of the following eras? Huh? Very simple. Correct option will be Jurassic. Right? Correct option will be Jurassic. Okay? They are not talking about their extinction. They are talking about the age of dinosaurs, and that is Jurassic era. Okay? Next. Evolution of different species in a given area starting from a point and spreading to other geographical areas. Imagine there is an individual with some adaptations and they are showing variations when they are migrating to different regions. They will adapt according to the environmental conditions there. So this is known as adaptive radiation or natural selection, migration or divergent evolution. Yes, it is adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation. Very good. Very good. Yes, for example, Darwin finches, uncle. Yes. Darwin finches that used to be that was studied by Darwin in Galapagos Island when he was traveling in his ship. Name of the ship was HMS Beagle. What he saw that these Darwin finches, when they are distributed to the various islands according to the food resource that was available, their beaks changed, right, to adapt to the different types of availability of food. So this is an example of adaptive radiation. Also, marsupials show adaptive radiation. Now, convergent evolution and divergent evolution, it is divided into two groups. You are going to tell what is the correct example of divergent and convergent evolution. Yes. We have four options. Let's start with convergent evolution first. Come on with me. Convergent evolution, like I told you, there will be different structures and they will perform the same function, or the species will evolve similarly, will adapt similarly because of the same environmental conditions. Okay. So, eyes of octopus, bone of forelimbs of mammals and vertebrates, thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita, wings of butterflies and birds. Bones of forelimbs of vertebrates, thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita, wings of butterfly and birds, eye of octopus and mammals. Okay. So, correct option for convergent evolution and divergent evolution will be the first one. Eyes of octopus, okay, and eyes of octopus and eyes of birds or mammals. Bones of forelimb of mammals and vertebrates. Yes, in mammals you will see that the bones of forelimb will be same, but their function will be different. So, divergent evolution will show same structure and different function. Fine. So, correct option was A. What was the most significant trend in the evolution of modern man, Homo sapiens? बहुत बार ये question पूछा गया. Every time when you are asked that what was the most significant change, there were many changes. Even shortening of jaw was a change, binocular vision was a change, increased cranial capacity was a change, and upright posture was also a change. And opposing thumb was also a good change, right? But if they are asking what was the most significant, then your answer will always be the cranial capacity. Okay. So, correct option will be cranial capacity. 2 years you can see when this question was asked. Okay. Understood? Every time it will be cranial capacity. The extinct human who lived 1 lakh to 40,000 years ago. Lines of NCERT. Whenever I see 1 lakh to 40,000, okay, lines of NCERT. They lived in Europe, Asia and parts of Africa. They had short stature, heavy eyebrows, retreating forehead, large jaw with heavy teeth, stocky bodies and lumbering gait and stooped posture was. कौन थे ये? हाँ, मॉडर्न मैन में तो कम हुआ था, मॉडर्न मैन में बहुत ज्यादा कम नहीं हुआ था. डिफरेंस इज ओनली 1400 and 1350 cc, राइट? ओके, बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. होमो हैबिलिस. बट अगर हम पूरा हिस्ट्री देखें, और सारे फॉसिल्स को कंपेयर करें तब तो बड़ा है बेटा, राइट? सो हियर द ऑप्शन विल बी होमो हैबिलिस, निएंडरथल मैन, क्रो-मैग्नन एंड ब्राह्मापिथिकस. करेक्ट ऑप्शन विल बी विदाउट एनी डाउट निएंडरथल मैन और होमो सेपियंस निएंडरथलेंसिस, राइट? निएंडरथल मैन. याद रखो इनका क्रेनियल कैपेसिटी यू शुड रिमेंबर एवरी टाइम 1400 cc. yes, they used to cover their body with hide, they used to bury their dead bodies. ये सब बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स है जो आपको याद रखना है रिगार्डिंग निएंडरथल मैन. एवरी टाइम इट इज आस्क्ड, स्पेशली द क्रेनियल कैपेसिटी. वेरी गुड. The idea of mutation was brought forward by Hugo de Vries. Mutation, he gave Hugo de Vries, right? And he worked on evening primrose, which is also known as Oenothera lamarckiana, right? So evening primrose, while he was working, he discovered the mutation theory. Next, Darwin finches are good example of. Abhi, you have already answered. The correct option will be adaptive radiation, like we have discussed. Because of the availability of food, they develop different types of beaks so that it is convenient for them to feed on fruits, on insects, on seeds, right? Very good. Chalo. See, 2 times this question was asked. Now that was it for today. Hope students you all have enjoyed this session. This session was very informative. Please don't forget to like and share this session, and also you can join our NEET 22 Rank Assurance Ultimate Package, where you will get live classes, self-learn videos, self-learn flashcards. Flashcards will help you a lot to retain the information. Then adaptive practice. Then you will get daily test and the test series as well. And also you can ask your doubts to the teachers here. Okay, just go on to our Infinity Learn website and register for this. Thank you dear students. Again also I have one more information for you. Okay, don't forget, can you see here in the description box below, please don't forget to join our Telegram channel. You will get all the links here, सारे link आपको मिल जाएंगे. If you want to register for our learning package, you can click on this link. फटाफट से क्लिक करो. यहाँ पर आपको मिलेगा डिटेल का बॉक्स. here you can fill your details and you can register, you can submit, you can take our packages. बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिस्काउंट पे मिल रहा है आपको, 70% डिस्काउंट पे you are getting our this learning package. Select your grade, whether you are studying in class 6, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, या JEE की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो या नीट की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो. क्लिक करो फटाफट से, राइट? कोर्स जो है आपको बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस में मिल रहा है, अभी मिल रहा है, बाद में नहीं मिलेगा. 499 में मिलेगा. 1 मंथ के लिए ये कोर्स वैलिड है. यू विल गेट 3 मॉक टेस्ट, 14 previous year questions, 14 previous year question papers, 1000 plus self-learn videos, 1000 plus self-learn flashcards, 3000 plus adaptive practice questions and doubt resolution, right? See how useful this course will be for you all. Don't forget to fill your details. अपना details यहाँ पे आप fill कर सकते हो. email ID, course select करो, class select करो, mobile number डालो and submit कर दो. Okay, very simple. Hope You have got what the description box is. यहाँ पे हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल का भी लिंक दिया हुआ है, वेबसाइट का भी लिंक दिया हुआ है. You all can explore and join our telegram channel as well. So my dear students, that was it for today. Hope you all have enjoyed this session. I will come again with more interesting sessions like this. We are covering all the chapters and their previous year questions. So hope you all are subscribing. You all are subscribing our channel. Okay, टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन कर लो अगर आपको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, सारी क्लासेस का PDF and notes चाहिए. Don't forget to subscribe our telegram channel and our Infinity Learn NEET channel on YouTube as well. Okay, like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon as well for all the notifications. Bye bye dear students, take care.